The eyes of the birds and those of humans show similarities on the one hand and some differences on the other hand. It is particularly noticeable that the eyes of birds are very large compared to the size of their skull. However, this is not obvious, because one sees only a small part of the bird's eyes if you watch the animals. Visible parts of the bird's eye. If you look at a budgie's eye, you will see the pupil and the ring-shaped iris. Depending on the color variety of the individual, the pupils are black, dark brown, red, or violet. The iris can be white, gray-brown, reddish, or black. In case it is black, it appears that the bird has no iris rings at all, since they're difficult to distinguish from the dark pupil. Unlike flying insects, which vary their speed progressively and continuously by holding constant the optic flow induced by the walls, the birds showed a tendency to fly at only two distinct, fixed speeds. They switched between a high speed in the wider section of the tunnel and a low speed in the narrower section. Budgies as pets. Budgies can be excellent starter birds for people who love birds and are ready to bring a pet bird into their life. The budgie, budgerigar, is a small colorful bird from Australia that is both easy and inexpensive to care for. These delightful little birds are lovable, affectionate, and some may even learn to say a few words if you are patient and attentive to their needs. 1. Budgie or 2. While individual personalities differ, most budgies are playful and active. If you're the type of pet parent with plenty of time to devote to your feathered friend, then keeping a single budgie should be fine. On the other hand, if you aren't sure how much time you will be able to spend interacting and bonding with your pet bird, it may be best to bring home a pair to keep together. That said, single budgies are more likely to learn to speak than those who have other feathered friends sharing their space. When choosing a pet budgie, it's a good idea to look for birds that have been hand-fed as babies and handled frequently by humans while young. This may help to ensure that your pet budgie isn't too fearful or nervous of you or others who live in your household. How to take care of a budgie. Budgies make great starter birds for pet parents who are new to caring for avian pets. Below are a few guidelines on how to care for your pet budgie. Entertainment. Whether you own a single budgie or a pair, entertainment is going to be important for your pet. Budgies are smart, active little creatures that need to keep their minds occupied. Provide your feathered friend with a selection of bird-specific toys that won't catch their beaks or nails. Look for budgie-specific mirrors, swings, and chew toys in order to avoid potentially toxic materials or choking hazards. Supervised time outside of the cage is a great way to ensure that your budgie gets plenty of exercise.